Have you ever noticed how the strongest people rarely feel the need to defend themselves? There's an ancient parable about a lion who forgot who he was, and it changed everything. In a vast golden savanna, there lived a young lion named Aslan. From birth, he was told he was the king of the jungle. His father would remind him, "You are a lion. You need no one's approval." But Aslan was different. He cared deeply about what others thought. Every morning, he would roar to prove his strength. Every afternoon, he would hunt to show his skill. Every evening, he would patrol his territory to remind everyone of his power. Yet somehow, it was never enough. One day, a group of sheep passed through his land. They whispered among themselves, "Look at that lion. He's so aggressive. Why does he need to prove himself so much?" Aslan heard them. His heart sank. The next day, he tried to be gentler. He roared softly. He walked carefully. He even helped a lost lamb find its mother. But the sheep still whispered, "He's pretending. Lions can't change. He's just trying to trick us." Aslan was devastated. He spent the entire week explaining himself to the sheep. "I'm not like other lions," he would say. "I have a kind heart. I don't want to hurt anyone. Please believe me." The sheep would nod politely, but the moment he turned away, they would whisper again. Days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into months. Aslan stopped hunting properly. He stopped roaring with confidence. He was so busy explaining himself, so desperate to be understood, that he forgot to simply be a lion. Other animals began to notice. The hyenas laughed at him. The elephants pitied him. Even the birds would gossip about the lion who lived for the approval of sheep. One evening, exhausted and confused, Aslan sat by the river. His reflection stared back at him, but he barely recognized the creature he had become. His mane was dull, his eyes were tired, his spirit was broken. An old eagle named Ezra landed beside him. Ezra had lived 100 years and seen many seasons come and go. "Why do you look so defeated, young king?" Ezra asked. "I'm tired, Ezra," whispered Aslan. "I've tried everything. I've explained myself 1,000 times, but the sheep still don't understand me. They still fear me. They still judge me. What am I doing wrong?" Ezra looked at him with eyes full of ancient wisdom. "Tell me, Aslan, have you ever seen a sheep explain itself to a lion?" Aslan paused. "No." "Do you know why?" Ezra continued. "Because a sheep knows it is a sheep. It doesn't seek the lion's approval. It simply lives according to its nature." Aslan's eyes widened. "You are a lion," Ezra said firmly. "The sheep will never fully understand you because they see the world through the eyes of prey. You see it through the eyes of a king. And that's perfectly fine. Your worth is not determined by their understanding." Something shifted inside Aslan that night. He realized he had been living his life at the mercy of opinions. He had given sheep the power to define who he was. The next morning, Aslan woke up different. He stretched his powerful legs, he shook his golden mane, and he roared, not to prove anything, but because that's what lions do. He stopped visiting the sheep. He stopped explaining. He stopped defending. When the sheep whispered, he didn't hear them anymore, not because he was arrogant, but because he was finally aligned with his true nature. He hunted when he was hungry. He rested when he was tired. He protected his pride because that was his responsibility, not because he needed applause. Weeks passed, and something strange began to happen. The sheep stopped whispering. They simply accepted him. Some even respected him from a distance, not because he had convinced them, but because he had stopped trying to. You see, there's a profound truth hidden in this story. The moment you stop explaining yourself is the moment you reclaim your power. When you know who you are, you don't need to convince anyone else. A lion doesn't lose sleep over the opinions of sheep, not out of arrogance, but out of clarity. People will misunderstand you. They will judge you based on their fears, their past, their limitations, and that's okay. Their perception of you is not your responsibility. Your only responsibility is to live in alignment with your truth. So let me ask you this. How much of your energy are you wasting trying to explain yourself to people who are determined to misunderstand you? How many times have you dimmed your light because someone else couldn't handle your brightness? Remember, lions don't explain. They don't justify. They don't shrink themselves to fit into spaces too small for their spirit. They simply roar, and the world adjusts. Stop giving your power away to people who will never understand your journey. Stop explaining your dreams to those who have never dared to dream. Stop defending your choices to those who are too afraid to make bold ones themselves. You are not here to be understood by everyone. You are here to be true to yourself. So walk away from the need for approval. Embrace your nature. And remember, the right people will understand you without explanation, and the wrong people will never understand you despite it. Be the lion, not the sheep. If this story spoke to your heart, let me know in the comments. Hit that like button and subscribe for more life-changing wisdom. Your journey to becoming unshakable starts now.